Magali. This is Alana with the Hope Center for Children. How are you today?
Oh, doing fine. Thank you. You doing good?
I can't complain. Thank you.
That's good.
So the purpose of my call today is to discuss the planned activities routine that you came up with last week. So after we discuss that, the rest of the time we can spend on topics that you would like to discuss. So if you had any problems or had successes with anything, we can talk about that. It's just an example. So what we talk about will pretty much be up to you. We have about 15 to 20 minutes to catch up on how everything went for you this week.
Okay.
Okay, do you have any ideas as to what you'd like to put on the agenda for today?
Well, I guess it's going to be the activity, plan activity that I have this week, that I have with my son,
Okay.
Going to the store.
Okay, we can do that. First, let's look at your homework task and the goal that we set for last week. Can you kind of remind me what the homework was from last week?
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, was to have the plan activity.
Right.
Taking my son to the store and to see how, because there's always a problem, it's a challenge taking him to the store. So was to have to plan the activity.
Right. Okay, great. Is there anything else you feel like you need to work on with this?
Well, the activity went really bad. It was terrible. This always has been a nightmare, taking him to shopping is a problem because we go into the grocery store and there's always toys there and a variety of items, they are always calling the children's attention.
Mm-hmm.
So always, it's just I ended up the activity really mad and he's crying and, I always ended up telling him all kind of threats.
Okay.
So.
Well, let's start off, and can you think of anything that went well with your planned activities routine?
Really, I was thinking that nothing went well. But now that you're thinking about something that went well, I can just say, this time, for the first time, I did not surrender to his wishes. I did not buy what he wanted, even that he was crying and I was frustrated and all of that. And I was even fighting with my husband, because he wanted to buy the things for him, but I did not surrender to that. So that was something good.
Yes, that's great. That's definitely some progress.
Right. And another thing that I think it went well too is that at this time I did not tell my son that I couldn't buy whatever he wanted because I did not have money, because that was always, my excuse in order to not buy what he wanted. I was telling him that I did not have money. I did not say that this time.
Okay, wow, that's really great. It sounds like you're making some progress there. Is there anything that you think you could have done differently?
I think I should definitely, I should have sit down with him before going to the store and talk about the rules. I did not do that. I did not do that, and I should have. So, and also, I did not have anything for him, to have him occupied while we were there, and I think I should have done that too,
Okay, so you're saying that you didn't put rules in place and there really wasn't anything for him to do. So next time, how do you think that you could do something about that?
Yeah, I think I just was expecting for him, just to behave, and that was it. And I was hoping for him to do it, So I guess next time we have to, do it differently. Talk to him about the activity before we go and have some special things for him to do.
Okay, great. And what kind of special things do you think you could come up with for him to do?
Can you help me with that, please?
Sure. Do you have your workbook with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead and turn to page 64 in your workbook there.
Okay.
And there's some ideas there for planned activities routine, just to kind of remind you of the things that you can do. Would you look there and see if there's anything that you think would work for you?
Let me see. Well, since I did not have any planned attractive activity for him, I think maybe he can hold my grocery list and help me out to put the items in a buggy, in a shopping cart.
Okay.
And maybe talk to him about some rewards if he behave or something like that. I will think I definitely have to do that next time.
Okay, that sounds great.
And you know what also, maybe I can practice a little short trip to the dollar market or something to see if that works. That could be
Okay.
something good too.
Those are some really great ideas. What kind of rewards do you think you could come up with? For him?
Maybe taking him to get his favorite ice cream.
Okay, yeah, that's a great reward. Is there anything else you can think about that you'd like to discuss as far as this planned activities routine?
No, I think everything has been clarified now. I feel really more calm this time. Thank you so much.
Okay, great, I'm glad. So today we kind of discussed your planned activities routine. We discussed what went well and what we could do differently. You kind of said that he was still throwing tantrums and that you needed to have more special things for him to do and rules, and you decided that you wanted to maybe have some rewards for him, and the things you have for him to do could be helping you put things in the cart, and that you do a practice trip tonight, just a small trip.
Mhm.
And those are all really great ideas, so I can't wait to see what happens with those when we talk next week. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss while we're still on the phone?
I think everything has been clarified, and definitely I'm going to be talking to my son. See how he would like to help me out next time that we go to the grocery store.
Okay, that sounds great. So go ahead and write down your goal, and I'll write down your goal as well. And remind me of that goal again.
The goal will be for to take him, to the another grocery shopping,
Mm-hmm.
and this time we'll be having the activities for him, interesting activities while we doing that, in
Mhm.
order to keep him busy and calm during the trip. Mhm.
Okay, that's great. All right, if there is nothing else that you'd like to discuss, then I'll call back next Monday at 4 o'clock, and we'll see how the shopping trip went. How does that sound?
That sounds wonderful.
All right,
Mhm.
thank you so much. I'll talk to you next week.
Okay, thank you, Alana.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Bye-bye.